everyone, and welcome to Thriving Self-Care with Renee, where I share about working with tarot, oracle cards, crystals, Reiki, and other things for self-care and coping with chronic illness. Today, I'm doing another video response to Lisa Papez's hashtag perfect pairs, and I'm going to be pairing some of my Sassy decks. Just a little note, there may be some language because that is part of the deal with these decks. And so if that is not for you, please don't hesitate to go ahead and switch away from this video. Try and keep it relatively clean, but there's probably going to be some language. So let me go ahead and get my first decks together for working with this. So we're going to start with the Affirmators Love and Relationships, which I shared in my last video. The Rebel Deck Couples Edition, which it says Tarot with Attitude. This is one of the original printings of the deck. It's actually an Oracle card deck, and she did switch it to Oracle with Attitude in later printings and later editions of the deck. So just so you're not confused at all. And the Badass Baby Unicorns Tarot. This is a new addition to my collection, and I'm so excited that I got it. It's really, really adorable, and it cracks me up. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, and I'm sorry if I'm a little hoarse and I'll try not to be too sniffly because I know that's really obnoxious. The allergies here are absolutely out of control right now. It's very, very crazy. So these are really, really cute. So with the Affirmators, we've got my best self. I trust that when I'm doing what's best for me and being the happiest version of myself, the right sorts of relationships will appear in my life. That means I can let go of all my worries about the future, knowing that my only job is to be happy in this moment, while simultaneously attaining a cosmic level of enlightened awareness and total psychological self-actualization. And it's got this cute little anteater, and it's just the cutest thing. We've got the Two of Cups in the Badass Baby Unicorns, and it says best biatches forever. And your friends miss your face. The really fun thing about the Rebel deck is it's double-sided. Some people like that, some people don't. I don't mind it in an Oracle deck. And the back says they need you, you need them. So lots of really coordinated messages here. And then we've got boundaries, Seven of Cups, so many damn choices, and deal with your drama, handle exes, old hurts, and unresolved shit. Oh my gosh, this just cracks me up. I love these decks. These are my favorite decks for when I'm kind of feeling down, I need a little bit of a kick in the pants, and they always make me laugh and bring a smile to my face, and it's kind of my attitude anyway, and so they really, really just help me when I'm just in a funk. They help me get out of it. Harmony, the Magician, open your mouth, talk, use big words like validate, acknowledge, and empathize. In the Affirmators, there's like the regular cards, and then there's these bonus cards. There's a few of them. I forget how many. And it doesn't say right on the box. So they're just styled a little bit differently, but they have the same irreverent stuff. So we've got thoughtfulness, the Eight of Pentacles, which it doesn't say it, but honestly, in the cart, it looks like a cart of poop. So hauling a load of poop. That's kind of funny. And you fucked up. Yeah, it's your fault. Say this out loud. I'm sorry. So you can see how this could be really kind of interesting for working through some relationship stuff. Cleansing, another bonus card. The Lovers, let me get some. And go on a real fucking date. Smell good and get your sexy on. So just really, really funny. They just crack me up so much. Oh, self-worth. That's a good one. Okay, I'm going to read that one. Self-worth. I cast off all concerns about what people think of me. I know I'm totally kick-ass person, and my kick-assness can never be diminished by rejection. So people can think what they think and feel what they feel. In the meantime, I'll just keep on knowing what I know without thinking about what they are thinking about. What I already know, I think. Seven of Pentacles. So money really does grow on trees. And it's not that serious. Laugh, fuckers. Don't let the bullshit make you bitter. Can't really get much more than that. Like, and that's why I gave the language warning. I just figured I would go ahead and do that. So now we'll go ahead and switch to another pairing that I really enjoy. And that is going to be the regular Affirmators deck. Now, again, I showed this in my other video because I did some other pairings with it. And they were kind of fun and I really enjoyed them. And so I definitely want to pair these two together. Got actually 3, because technically it's with the Badass Baby Unicorns Tarot. But we've got the regular Affirmators deck, 50 affirmation cards to help you help yourself without the self-helpiness, and Rebel deck, Tarot with Attitude, 0 filter, 0 fucks, equals all fun. Again, this is the early printing of this deck, and she has since switched it to Oracle with Attitude because it is an Oracle deck and not a Tarot deck, but we'll just let that be for right now. All right. These just pair really well together. Again, in a similar way to the relationships versions of these decks, these are ones that I focus on a lot and use regularly in my practice, and I'm really excited to be using them with the new Badass Baby Unicorns Tarot. Got self-love. I openly embrace a feeling of self-love, the PG kind. I love myself because I understand myself. I love myself as the most committed partner I will ever have. I show myself love any way that I can, and when I screw up, I remember to be sweet and gentle with myself. If not, I'm going to make myself sleep on the couch. Got that, self? Nine of Pentacles. Treat yourself. I mean, really, like, how much more coordinated could this be? And then with the Rebel deck, eat your fucking vegetables. Like, that is definitely part of self-care. Eat some shit made by nature, eating healthy, holistic foods. So they just pair so well. And I didn't do this on purpose. These are totally randomly shuffled and everything. So I didn't do it on purpose. So sometimes they totally coordinate, sometimes they don't, but that's okay. Generosity, 8 of Wands, I'm so dizzy. And step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Eat some yummy shit. Bacon, chocolate, beer, get some. Of course, responsibly and in moderation. There's nothing wrong with indulging in moderation. You know, you don't have to take it to an extreme, but there it is. Joy, Ace of Pentacles, and love. Get some, give some. It will cheer your ass up. They always make me smile, and the irreverence just cracks me up. Power, the moon, you're giving away your power. Ooh, you're a badass. Act like it. That's kind of interesting. We got kind of the power dynamic going on there. Engagement, and so talking about making conscious choice to engage with the world in an active way. The sun, which shows stopping and smelling the flowers, but then you're being shady. Watch out, shit could get ugly, so just watch yourself. Just that message, and I'm gonna pause here for just one moment. Okay, sorry, my neighborhood's really quiet, so any noises outside are like super loud, so didn't want to hear a car alarm going off. So these are really fun. These are really great. I really, really enjoy these so much. And so I'm going to go ahead and switch the next pairing, which is another iteration with Rebel deck. And I was very excited to find out that the deck creator, and I'm very sorry, but I can't think of her name at the moment, is going to be creating some new versions, new editions of the Rebel deck decks. And so that's really, really exciting. So my next pairing, and it's going to be for a few of them, is the Rebel deck Oracle Game of Intuition and Divination. A thick-ass deck full of fun and phrases. Play with yourself, play with others, of course, responsibly, with consent and of age. I added that last little part there. This is, I forget I can't think of the name of the other game that this is like. Maybe Cards Against Humanity, maybe, I don't remember. But this deck has scenario cards. I'm going to move this over for just a moment. Scenario cards and answer cards. And so what you do is you pull a scenario card and then you pull 1 to 3 answer cards. But this deck can also be used with other decks, which is how I'm going to be showing it in this video. So we're going to take the scenario card, which is I feel kind of crappy. Blank will make me feel a little less out of it. Reading a damn book, sending positive vibes out into the universe, and actually writing down my dreams and goals. So that's the kind of stuff that you end up getting with these. It's kind of fun. It's still oracle and divination and intuition, but it's just kind of in a quirky, fun way. I am feeling so uninspired right now. Blank should get me motivated. Cleaning some shit up. I can tell you, I hate cleaning, but decluttering and cleaning up does shift the energy and make things feel a little bit better. Doing one thing I've been avoiding, very apt, because procrastination only makes things worse. And learning, creating, or inventing something new. Okay, totally fun. I'm obsessing about my own shit. Blank will help me get over myself. Paying attention to my gut feelings. Honoring my fucking fabulous body. 2 or more tacos. Again, moderation, people. So, these are really fun to work with just by themselves, but they also pair really well with the other decks that I'm working with. So, we've got Badass Baby Unicorns again. And let's move to another scenario. I have so much shit to do. Blank will help me get it done. Wheel of Fortune, remembering cycles. So maybe working with your own personal energy cycle. Are you better doing things in the morning, afternoon, or evening? When do you feel most energized? 3 of Wands, get some perspective. 5 of Cups, don't cry over spilled milk. Look and see what you do still have available to you. Pretty apt information. I'm having a hard time believing in myself. Blank will remind me of my strength. 10 of Wands. So this card says, this is what giving too many fucks looks like. So don't give too many fucks will remind you of your strength. 9 of Wands. Here goes nothing. Well, just give it a try. Just go for it. And Justice. Finding balance. Just really, really fun. Okay, so the next pairing that I'm going to do with this deck is another, I'm kind of working through all these Sassy decks, kind of combining them together. So that's a lot of fun. So we're going to go with the Rebel deck. I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick shuffle. And I needed to get grounded, but first, Blank will get me centered. Being a rebel. You look like a shit show and time to let go. Not giving a fuck, apparently, because fuck it. You're a hot mess. Fact, clean yourself up. So cleaning yourself up will get you centered and move the fuck on. Can't really be much clearer than that. I am such a fucking badass. Blank could make me sparkle even more. Laugh. Detox, and it's not everyone else's fault, it's yours. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? When was the last time you really laughed? Really laughed until you cried? So maybe it's time to go ahead and watch something really funny. Read something really funny. And in terms of detox, drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. Great advice for everybody. Pretty much anytime you need to sparkle more or you're feeling kind of shitty. And it's not everyone else's fault, it's yours. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. So take some personal responsibility and you will sparkle even more. All right, we'll go with Rebel Deck Couples Deck. Let's say you're trying to work on your relationships and see what happens with that. Blank could cure everything. Whoops, let me pull these ones out of the way. Let's see here. Give it a little shuffle. All right. Spend time with Bae. We're getting all disorganized here. It's not personal and your boundaries are trash. Yikes. Okay, so spending some time, make art, love, or music. It isn't personal. Shit's not always about you. So might feel a little bit better if you stop being so self-centered and thinking it's always about you and your boundaries are trash. Well, we all need to work on our personal boundaries. So block those bad vibes. I am tired of my own shit. Blank will help me move through it. You think you got it all figured out. Fuck your job. Okay, let's be careful with that one. One of you is doing too many fucking chores. That just might be totally true. Taking on way too much. Sorry, you think you got them all figured out. You don't. So don't make assumptions about people. You might not know what's going on with, someone, why they're acting in a certain way. So if you're not sure, ask them. Fuck your job. Yes, work is important. Your partner is more important. So don't neglect your partner while you're trying to move and get through stuff. Don't only focus on your work. And one of you is doing too many fucking chores. That person better get laid now. Okay, a little overage humor. That, boundaries are always important. Maybe you're taking on too much. So just a couple of really fun ones there. I could always improve the quality of my sleep. Blank would help me rest deeper. You are giving too many fucks. We can't be all the things and fuck feelings. So giving too many fucks, give 0. That would help you rest deeper. Worrying too much. We can't be all the things. Your ass needs some help. Ask for it, hire it, make it happen. Taking on too much. If you let go of some of that stuff, you could sleep deeper and rest easier. And fuck feelings, maybe, sort of. You have logic and reason. You have logic for a reason. Use it. So maybe instead of focusing so much on your feelings, which anxiety is definitely going to kill your sleep, try and think things through. Maybe journal about it. Maybe write some lists and use your logical side of your brain rather than your emotional side of your brain. So those ones are really fun. They are really great. And this is the Rebel Deck Couples deck along with the Rebel Deck game. And I'm going to flip the one card. I've got like a mess going on here. Holy cow. Let me just organize this a little bit. All right. Next, we have got Affirmators. Not really in the mood for yoga. Blank would be better. Let's go ahead and see what the Affirmators have to suggest for not being in the mood for yoga and what would help more. Ideal partnership. So maybe going on a date, focusing on your relationship. Connection, connecting with people. Have you not called or texted someone recently? Maybe give them a try, see what's going on. And letting go. We all have stuff we need to let go of, and it can really help you feel so much better. Blank would totally raise my vibration. Let's give a couple more tries. Peacefulness. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it, and I can get my security deposit back. Yeah! Sanctuary. Create or find your sanctuary. Oh my gosh. Seriously, how well does this work together? And gratitude would totally raise my vibration. That is something I've been focusing on a lot lately, is gratitude. Developing a gratitude practice, however you might do it, lists, prayer, whatever. But it totally makes sense. Very, very helpful. I'm having a creative block. Blank would get things moving. Clarity. Maybe step back, gain some clarity. Again, you can write some lists and, just try and figure things out. Everyone's a teacher. Who can you learn from? Sometimes the best advice comes from the most surprising sources. And patience. Have patience with yourself. You can't be creative when you're forcing it. So it just doesn't work that way. Alrighty. So that was the Rebel Deck game combined with the Affirmators cards. Now we're going to go with Affirmators Love and Relationships. These pairings are just so much fun. And they just bring me up. Just when I'm feeling it, they just make me feel so much better. And they just crack me up. I feel misunderstood. Blank would help me communicate my thoughts. Appreciation. Okay, Well, and this is about communicating, so communicate your needs. Maybe you've been feeling a little bit neglected. Independence. Are you being too reliant? Do you need some help? Maybe stepping away would just help just a little bit. And resilience. Oh my gosh, like seriously. Appreciation, independence, and resilience would help me communicate my thoughts. I just love it. Stress is affecting me. Blank will help me calm down. Acceptance. Okay, yeah, seriously. Oh my gosh. Like, very, very easy to say, not as easy to do, but tons of acceptance can just really help you refocus and just calm down. Honesty. Are you being honest with yourself? Are others being honest with you? Are you being honest with others? Think about it. That would help bring some calm. And depth. Wow. Like, these pairings are just amazing. Sorry. I know I probably sound totally geeked out, but I am. All I want to do is be lazy. Blank is what I need in my life. Giving, support, and humility. Okay. Done with Affirmators, love, and relationships, along with the Rebel Deck game. I just love the narwhal on it. Narwhal and the octopus and the starfish. Like, how cute is that? Okay, so here we're going to go into one that I haven't talked about before, and that is the Spiritual AF deck. 99 inspirational cards for people who fucking need some inspiration. So these are business card sized cards. It comes with like a little card stand, and I actually rounded the corners on these. They came basically with square corners, and they were sharp. They were basically just like business cards. And so I took a corner rounder, and I don't have it on me, otherwise I'd show it, but I took a corner rounder and I rounded all the cards corners to make them a little bit easier, because it's a really chunky deck. You can see it's like really chunky, but it just made it a little bit easier to handle and a little bit easier to work with. So I need to move my ass, but first, blank would make me feel better. Once you start laughing, you start healing. And I'm going to go this way this time because it'll be easier to see the cards. Stay away from people who may make you feel like you're hard to love. Be a badass, love beam today. And then on the back are the messages of the cards themselves. And so they've got just some little paragraphs here. So for this first one, once you start laughing, you start healing. Laughter kind of always makes people feel better. It just helps you start the process. And it says, if you aren't ready to laugh at what's going on, then laugh at something else. The internet is filled with ridiculous shit. Laugh at that, or call up your best friend who you trust to make fun of your problems in that loving, brutal way they do. Just start laughing. You don't have anything to lose. And then for stay away from people who make you feel like you're hard to love. Even if you've acted like a big ol' asshole, you still deserve to be around people who see the goodness in you and point it out. If they find you hard to love, they ain't your people. Extra credit, someone pointing out that you've acted like an asshole doesn't mean they don't love you. Figure out if you're getting tough love or no love. You'll be way less of an asshole when you learn this. Let me turn that one back over. And then this one, be a badass love beam today. That's right, today. Today, it's your job to fill every room you go into with laser beams of love. If you can't do laser beams, then make your heart a bubble machine and fill the room with bubbles. If that doesn't work for you, then you should bring donuts to work. Donuts make almost everyone happy. Go forth with your mission, grasshopper. I mean, seriously, like, again, they coordinate so well. People are getting on my nerves. What would keep me from going crazy? Don't be an ungrateful shit. Things get harder before you level up. Know that. Go outside and do shit. I mean, it just doesn't get much more clear than that. It just doesn't. A negative pattern keeps showing up from my past. Blank could be the first part to clearing it. Accept the good in your life and know you're a fucking delight. When you are wrong, admit it. When you're right, be quiet. The secret to being a good human is learning not to take your shit out on others. I mean, really, like, seriously. And we'll do one more with this pairing. It's time to be fucking brave. Blank could light a fire under my ass. Your gut knows what's up. Trust that bitch. It's okay to start the fuck over if you have to. Forgive the fuck out of someone today. I mean, there it is. Just there it is. So this is the Spiritual AF deck with the Rebel deck game. Sorry. I know. I keep saying the same thing, but wow. Like, seriously. Oops. Okay. And then now what I'm going to do, okay, sorry. I was supposed to leave that there. All right, we're going to pull this away and we're going to do another pairing of those guys. Let me just get this stuff out of the way. Now we're going to get into one of my favorite ways to work with some of these oracle decks and tarot decks. And so we're going to pull a card, and sometimes crushing it means asking for help. And then we'll pair it with the Badass Baby Unicorns deck. And just give that a quick shuffle. Sometimes crushing it means asking for help. And we've got 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords, and the Devil. So, okay, don't freak out about that Devil card. It doesn't mean the real devil. It's about what ensnares you. What are you addicted to? What's holding you back and keeping you chained up? Okay, not the actual devil, if you believe in that. Okay, so, you know, they just really coordinate. So you want to be a badass, show your heart to everyone. Maybe how can you do that? Some of that, just let stuff go. Maybe bearing your heart. It's just wonderful to pair these together. They just total no nonsense. And I've got decks sprawling all over the place. It's a total avalanche. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Yikes. And the Chariot. Move. Life would be a lot more fun if everyone's middle name was motherfucking. So this is one of my favorite ways to work with tarot and oracle deck combinations, is to pull an oracle card as a topic and then pull 3 tarot cards to just give some more information about what else I need to know about that topic of that oracle card reading. So just a lot of fun. I guess that one wants to jump out. Guess who ain't gotta explain shit to nobody? You. And what else do we need to know about that? King, Knight, we got some power here, and 5 of Pentacles, but that's okay. Just means you can pick things back up at the end. So anyway, these are my sassy pairings, as you could tell. I'm just really excited to work with all of these decks, and really, the language, you know, is not for everybody, and I totally understand that, but it brings a light to my life and raises my mood and boosts me up when I'm just not feeling quite so wonderful. So I just thought I would share these pairings, and I think that they're a lot of fun, and I hope that you enjoyed them and take a look into some of these decks. And thank you all so much for watching. There will probably be a part 3. I still have more pairings to share, if you can even believe it. Please consider doing all the YouTube things, like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks so much for watching.